So now that we move forward to where we are right now as a people, in terms of even educating our kids of how to spend their monies, because we have to start somewhere. We remember we have come from our parents, the way they are retiring now, or they have retired. They're still trying to figure out how to spend their money, the little money that they have. But now I'm learning from that, from my parents, that you should do things a little bit differently. Now, what should I tell my own children now, because there's a new generation coming up? How differently should they think about money? Because the way we handle money is different from how our parents handled money. Right now, we're looking at land, investing in property, but our kids are small. But with the little that they have, they are piggy banks. How can we teach them how to look at money in the future as they start, even now, with their pocket monies?
You see, the mistake we tend to make is to assume that our children have not begun life.
Okay.
Our children have already begun life. And we need to teach them from a very early stage the value of money. The value of money. What do I mean by this? Let me refer to myself. One of the things that how I've been thinking about teaching this very important principle. We pay school fees for our children.
Yes.
We buy them toys. We do so many other things. Forget the basic things that you have to provide.
Yeah.
There are other many side shows that we can be able to set aside. If you open investment accounts for your children, each of your children, yeah, and they start seeing, by the way, you start investing, you start putting the money that you're going to pay for their school fees next term, put it there. The money that you're going to buy toys for them, put it there. The money that you're going to do these other extracurricular things that they like, daddy give me this, daddy give me that. Just fund the account. Then you tell them now, okay, you want to buy a toy today? Okay. They tell you they want to buy toys. You say, no problem. Let's look at your investment account. My investment account has 15,000 bob. You say, how much is the toy going to cost? It's going to cost 5,000 bob. You say, okay, are you willing to spend 5,000 bob? You will have very different conversation. I was doing this with my kids. And you know what? This was the shocking thing. They told me, if it is their money, they don't want to spend.
I thought they would say yes, now, let's go.
They say, no. So now the conversation I have with my kids is, hey, daddy, how much money do I have? How much money does my brother have?
Yes.
Then they have this conversation between themselves. But if you spend this money, I'll have more money than you. And now I also have a reward system for them. The more money you have, the more I reward you.
Okay.
So you see, now they've started learning the value of money. So they say, okay, it's time to pay school fees. And then they see that big withdrawal from their investment account.
Yes.
Because this is a mandatory payment. They're like, what? This school fees is expensive. This is the kind of conversations that we should be having with our children.
You actually hit the nail on. Because honestly, I have been thinking, we as parents, we want to put stuff like, for example, our holidays, which is usually once a year. I was even telling a few friends of mine that you start in January, you put money for December holiday. So you put it in M-Shwari or other, but no one ever thinks of putting it in an investment. As in, for me, that has opened my mind.
Yes.
And I know in December, definitely there will be a holiday happening for the kids and for the family, but we never thought of putting money in an investment account. Secondly, if most parents are as proactive as, like we have, schools allow us to pay in advance. We put money in advance for next term school fees. But we've never thought of it as putting it in an investment account for it to work, to be able to have money that you've saved up a can be extra money because it's earning some interest as it goes along. Because we do that.
Exactly.
I personally do that because now I'm thinking of January, and you know how dry January is. So I never thought of putting money in an investment account for January.
For your children.
Yes.
You see, Warren Buffett started investing when he was 11 years old.
11.
That is why he's one of the wealthiest and had been the wealthiest person in the world for some time. And he still considers himself to have started late.
At 11 years old?
At 11 years old. But what really happens when you open an investment account, certain things start changing you. Because once I open investment accounts for my kids, then I give each one of them 1,000, 1,000, 1,000. The first thing I've taught them is what? Pay yourself. Pay yourself. Say. First principle. I'm paying this. Then the next, I'm going to the balance. I'm going to do one or two, three things. I'm going to enjoy the money. But you've already started teaching them one important principle: pay yourself. You're not telling your kids to live a life, not to enjoy their lives.
All right.
You're empowering them. By the way, this is the thing. Nowadays, I've said when I'm invited for birthdays, I don't want to buy gifts for children. I want to give them money.
Okay.
And I enjoy giving them money. I give them money so that I start teaching them the principle. Even my own kids, on their birthday, I give them money. Then now they decide what they want to do with the money.
But don't give the parent, because usually during our history, the parent will take the money and then later told wear the shoes.
But the kid, even if the parent takes, it will be, I have some money somewhere.
Yes.
You owe me some money. So now what this is happening now is that kids are saying, hey, by the way, I have 15,000 bob I have received for my birthday, but I can hardly buy any meaningful toy.
Yeah.
Like, wow, things are expensive. What have you just taught that child? Value of money. Say, okay. The other day, my son was asking me to Emmanuel.
Yeah.
He was asking me that I take him for shopping. I asked him, what do you want to buy? And he told me it's a secret because he already knows he has money. And he took me to Two Rivers. He took me to Village Market. And when we got there, he actually wanted to buy an iPad, a tablet, not an iPad, a tablet. And I was very surprised that someone who is 10 years old is bold enough to say, now, I think I have enough money to buy a tablet. And it is true, he actually has enough money to buy a tablet. Only that this time I told him, you know what? Buying a tablet is my responsibility because it's for school.
Yeah.
So don't use your money to buy a tablet. But this is the kind of thinking he was already having. You get, say, wow, how much does a tablet cost? How much do I have? How do I save towards it? How do I invest towards it? So he's already doing what we love doing here in Nabo, investing with purpose.
So the way he views money is so different from me giving my child pocket money, but they don't know where it comes from. They just know how to spend.
The idea of pocket money allowance is very excellent. But you need to teach them what to do with it.
And otherwise, how to save it.
And how to,
how to invest it.
The fundamental principles of money. Because what if they multiply that money and they're successful at doing it? Those are the future employees of Nabo Capital. They will thrive because they will be doing for clients what they have been taught since they were children.
Very good ambassadors too. Wow, okay. All right.
Helping other people to make multi-generational wealth.
Exactly.
Financial redemption. They will help so many people to get to financial redemption.
And once you're able to have and to understand the value of money, you can be able to translate to different generations upwards and below you.
Exactly.